It's time for Optimum's Red Hot Sale. Get 200 meg internet, TV with over 260 channels, and unlimited home phone, all for $69.99 a month for 1 year guaranteed. And for a limited time, HBO and Showtime are included for 1 year. Switch today. Click for details and special web-only offers.
Episode 800 of No BS Job Search Advice Radio. Yay! 800 episodes, more than any other podcast in iTunes by a 2-to-1. And I have the number 2 show, Job Search Radio. So welcome today, and I've got a fun show for you. It's one of those tough interview questions that I'm exploring with people this year on No BS Job Search Advice Radio. And that is, what do you look for when you hire someone? I think it's a great question, and I give a textured answer. Hope you find it helpful. Hope you give it 5 stars on iTunes or Stitcher to make me smile today. After all, 800 episodes. I'm on my way to 1,000 and beyond. And now let's get going. The question for today is, what do you look for when you hire someone? And, it's an easy question, and I think there's a way to give it some texture. So here's how I would answer that question, and obviously geared toward a more veteran individual. It starts off with getting a clear idea of what I'm really looking for, because I know HR is going to take a previous job description and want to work from that. I'm going to want to edit it a little bit to really call attention to the qualities I'm looking for. So the first thing is I want to get clear about what I'm looking for and how I'm going to evaluate for it and how I want my team to evaluate for it. You see, one thing I've learned over the course of time is unless I have clarity, my hires aren't as strong as they could be. So I need to get clear about what I'm looking for. So thus, when I'm evaluating someone, number one is, can they do the job? Can they do what I need them to do? Thus, do they have the qualifications? Number two is, what's the internals to this person? Are they inspired, or are they just doing a job? Does it matter to them? I want to find out how that's going to show up for them and how I can support them and not frustrate them. And lastly, and this is a funny one, I want to get a sense of how they're going to interact with the team. Not so far as being a team player or fitting in. If anything, I like people who are squeaky wheels. I like to have a certain amount of divergent ideas and backgrounds in order to really make sure that I'm covering all my bases. If I hire a homogeneous team, and that's not just simply from a diversity of skin color, race, sexual identity, or any other orientation, I'm missing something. But when I think of it, it's also the diversity of ideas and experiences that I look for in someone. So I'm not looking for a cookie cutter. What I'm looking for are people who can think creatively. And I test that in a couple of different ways. So you see how I'm approaching this? That I'm not just looking for a square peg for a square hole. I want the skills there, obviously, but it's all the personality stuff that I'm involved with evaluating for, that I'm trying to get the hiring manager who's answering this question to talk about. Otherwise, they're just feeding me pablum, and I don't want pablum. I want to get people who have unique qualifications. So that's the way I'd approach that question. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few ways to connect with me. First of all, if you're interested in one-to-one coaching from me, email me at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. In the subject line, put the word coaching. This way I know what it's about. I can get back in touch with you. We'll figure out a time to speak for an introductory conversation so that I learn what your needs are and you can figure out if I'm the right person to help you. Generally, I work with people at a manager level and above, but I do make exceptions from time to time. If you're not at that level and want advice from me, the best way is through jobsearchcoachinghq.com. There I have curated information that I've developed and others have as well that you can watch, listen to, or read that's going to help you find work more quickly. Again, you can ask me questions through the site. I'd be very happy to answer your questions. I look forward to helping you in either of those two ways. And if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request to me at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing from fans, from listeners who have been helped by the show. And like me on Facebook. The page is facebook.com/NoBSCoachingAdvice.com, or look for Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter there. Give me 5 stars, a great review. It helps other people discover the show. And I'll be back tomorrow with more. In the meantime, have a great day. Take care.
It's time for Optimum's Red Hot Sale. Get 200 meg internet, TV with over 260 channels, and unlimited home phone, all for $69.99 a month for 1 year guaranteed. And for a limited time, HBO and Showtime are included for 1 year. Switch today. Click for details and special web-only offers. It's time for Optimum's Red Hot Sale. Get 200 meg internet, TV with over 260 channels, and unlimited home phone, all for $69.99 a month for 1 year guaranteed. And for a limited time, HBO and Showtime are included for 1 year. Switch today. Click for details and special web-only offers.